Hello fellow travelers and welcome to Exit Through the Gift Shop. Today we are at the site of the Hope Slide, which is the second largest landslide in Canadian history. On January 9th, 1965, residents of nearby Hope awoke to the news of the landslide. 47 million cubic tons of rock, mud and debris had come down, covering Highway 3. The debris trapped 4 individuals, and although rescue efforts were immediately underway, none of them could be saved. 2 of the bodies were eventually recovered, but 2 of the bodies still remain trapped beneath the piles of rubble. The slide also completely displaced the contents of Outram Lake and threw the water against the opposite side of the valley, which wiped away the trees and vegetation before the water eventually settled. Over 50 years later, the scar from the landslide still remains fully visible on the side of the mountain, as is the devastation and debris that lies scattered across the valley floor. But the tragedy wasn't done yet. On August 13th, 1965, an aircraft piloted by SWK Stevenson crashed and he was killed. Then on April 23rd, 1966, a Royal Canadian Air Force plane crashed and 5 of the 6 crew members died as well. Standing at the base of the slide, you get a real sense of the magnitude of the devastation and a real sense of the power that must have been unleashed when the landslide occurred. This boulder alone is roughly the size of a single car garage, and yet it managed to be thrown about halfway across the valley. There's an eerie sense of quiet in the area, which I guess comes from knowing that 2 of the victims of this slide still lie somewhere beneath the rubble. A small plaque commemorates the lives of those lost in the slide, as well as those that were killed in the later plane crashes. Highway 3 was eventually diverted and reconstructed around the slide debris. However, an abandoned section of the old highway still remains. For a more detailed retelling of the Hope Slide story, or to get a taste of the darker side of Canadian history, check out our friends at the POUTINE podcast. I'll put a link to this story below. Alright, that's it for today. Please subscribe so that you're up to date on our latest adventures, and check out our interactive map to see all the cool places we've visited. Until next time, it's time to exit through the gift shop.